There we are, When I Need You from Cliff's new album, and also on there, another old favourite, Ocean Deep. Now, I guess this must have surprised you over the years because, as we now know, it was a B-side, flipped a little too late, almost too late to come back and be a hit, but it's consistently been the fans' favourite for such a long time.
Yes, it's a strange thing when you think that two of the ballads on the album, Miss Unites and Ocean Deep, have a similar kind of history. In that Miss Unites was also not a huge hit. In fact, in the case of Miss Unites, it took us 3 months just to get it into the top 30, and I think the highest position was about 15 in the chart. So, by no stretch of the imagination could that be considered a massive hit. But Miss Unites and Ocean Deep, if you take a poll amongst fans, either one of those will tend to be the number one track that they want me to sing live or that they prefer playing themselves. And it was even true, Miss Unites, it was even true of Miss Unites in Australia, when Australia, I believe the highest position it reached in the Australian charts was 131. And it still became their favorite. So I don't quite understand it, but Ocean Deep is very special. I love it's the first and only song that I've had sent from the streets, if you know what I mean. Somebody who was not in the business sent a cassette saying, here's a song perfect for Cliff, and I didn't listen to it for months. When I finally heard it, I was just totally blown away and instantly went in and recorded it.
Here we are, Ocean Deep, still a fan's favourite and a great song, and on the current album. Well, I must say, it seems like yesterday that you came down to open Big L, open the new station here, and can you believe it was May 2005? It's 2.5 years ago, and in February it will have been on air longer than the original Big L, the original Radio London, would have been on air longer.
It just to make time is no longer amazing me anymore. I mean, I just got used to the fact that, you know, everything seems to have happened 100 years ago. I mean, it just seems to be that way now. I don't know what time slips by so fast. But there again, I think what's happened is that I think it's quite an interesting period, a down period in many respects in terms of our music industry. When you think of the lack of single sales and stuff like that, I'm sure that somehow or another we're going to get past all of this. But in the end, our industry is going through a very exciting period. There are things that we have to look at and decide how we're going to change if we're going to keep in the running. And I think because of that, our minds are getting more focused, and music makes time go by anyway.
It does, and certainly What Car that we opened the station with then sounds as good today. We still play, still sounds a very, very good, vibrant live track, well produced, and it's a great radio record.
Well, yeah, I try to make records. Sometimes with an album, I love the concept of an album is good for an artist, I think, because what you can do, you can take people through different feelings. You can have frivolous songs like What Car. It's just a fun car song, really. And I had actually asked the writers, I said, you know, rock and roll and cars went together. If you think about all those Maybelline and all the other car songs that Chuck Berry did and all this stuff, they wrote me that one. And of course, it's perfect for that. And it means that you can give a bright, energetic feel to a song without worrying whether you're going to tread on a lyric or anything. In fact, the more you tread on the lyric, sometimes it's better. So it really is a perfect pop rock song.